center on 120.9er.
Terrain.
Good day.
Too low. Terrain.
Going to 120.9er Airbus 320. Pyongyang Center Airbus 320 is passing 900 feet, climbing 7,000 feet.
Airbus 320 Pyongyang Center altimeter 30.15 radar contact continue. Airbus 320 climb and maintain 10,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 10,000 feet, Airbus 320.
descend and maintain 5,600 feet. Keep speed not above 210 knots.
Descend and maintain 5,600 feet. Keep speed not above 210 knots. Airbus 320.
Airbus 320, you are 10 miles north. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Keep speed not above 180 knots. Expect RNAV runway tree left approach via KM 504 transition. Cleared to KM 504.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Keep speed not above 180 knots. Expect RNAV runway tree left approach via KM 504 transition. Cleared to KM 504 Airbus 320.
Airbus 320, descend and maintain 1,900 feet. Keep speed not above 160 knots.
Descend and maintain 1,900 feet. Keep speed not above 160 knots. Airbus 320.
Airbus 320, descend and maintain 1,600 feet.
Descend and maintain 1,600 feet. Airbus 320.
1,000.
Too low, terrain.
Airbus 320, you are 6 miles southeast of Zulu Kilo Whiskey Sierra. Contact tower on 130.0 when inbound.
Tower on 130.0 Airbus 320. Tower Airbus 320 5 miles southeast inbound RNAV runway tree left approach.
Airbus 320 tower. Altimeter tree 0.01 wind 27 tree at 4. Cleared RNAV runway tree left approach. Airbus 320 wind 27 tree at 4. Cleared to land runway tree left.
Cleared to land runway tree left Airbus 320.
Airbus 320 contact ground on 130.0.
Going to 130.0 Airbus 320.
GND SPLRS. Disarm. Land light switch. Off. Strobe switch. Auto. Nose switch. Off. Other exterior lights. As required. Radar. Off. Predictive wind shear system PWS. Off. Eng start selector. Norm. Flaps. Retract. TCAS. STBY. ATC. As required. APU. Start. Anti-ice. As required. Brake temperature. Check. Brake fans. As required. Flaps. Retracted. Spoilers. Disarmed. APU. Start. Radar. Off. Predictive wind shear system PWS. Off. ACU press indicator. Check. Park BRK handle. On. Brakes press indicator. Check. Anti-ice. Off. APU bleed push button switch. On. All engine masters. Off. Slide disarmed. Check. Seat belt switch. Off. Beacon lights. Off. Other exterior lights. As required. Fuel pumps. Off. ATC. STBY. APU bleed. On. Engines. Off. Seat belts. Off. Exterior lights. As required. Fuel pumps. Off. Park brake and shocks. As required. Transponder. As required. Park BRK. On. Oxygen crew supply push button. Off. All IR mode selectors. Off. Exterior lights. Off. APU bleed push button switch. Off. EXT PWR push button. Off. APU master SW. Off. Emergency exit LT switch. Off. Sign switch. Off. BAT 1 and 2. Off. Adheres. Off. Oxygen. Off. APU bleed. Off. Emmer exit LT. Off. Signs. Off. APU and BAT 1 to 2. Off.
Press and hold. APU master switch. Maintenance panel. Check. Vent panel. Check. Engine 1 start. Engine 1 master. On. Engine idle parameters. T.O memo. Cabin report. Received. Engine 1 start. Announce. Engine 1 master. On. Engine idle parameters. Ground spoilers. Reset push button. Flaps lever. Flaps. Pitch trim. ST N/W. Ground crew clear to disconnect. Announce.